guys, Miss Hawaii here. I miss you guys so much. I know it's been a while. I haven't really posted a new video in a while. I did post one the other day though. But I mean, like, as far as just like, you know, me talking to you guys in a one-on-one, this is a little bit different when I do these. So today's a very special video, actually very requested. I've had a lot of my fans reach out to me, just asking me questions about, you know, what happened with Kid Ink. You know, everybody who's, especially the day one fans, know me from Twitter. That's how I really, you know, got known, and, you know, I started getting, you know, more internet famous, and, you know, my involvement with ball players and stuff like that. This was probably like around 2010, 2011. And everybody knows that I was on Twitter heavily promoting Kid Ink. So a lot of my fans hit me up, and they're just, you know, sometimes they ask me like, you know, what happened? Like, you guys cool? Like, because they know how much how much support I put into supporting him. So that's why I decided to make this video, because it's been weighing on my heart for a few years now, and I just haven't said anything. So now I think is the appropriate time. I feel comfortable. It's 2020. Everything is happening in 2020 right now. So why not add and just, you know, let you guys know exactly what happened with my experience with being one of the biggest Kid Ink fans on the East Coast. And actually helping his career a lot and putting him on to people in New York and things like that. And the primary purpose to me making this video is because I'm actually not satisfied, and I'm not happy with the outcome of all the support, and, you know, just the support and just how I helped Kid Ink, and just the love that I've given him spread to him and his family. And I don't feel like it was really reciprocated back to me as a fan or as a supporter. And I'm gonna go through, you know, just some events to let you guys know how much I did support him. And, you know, I'll tell you some of the things that I think maybe could have boiled down to, you know, why he maybe kept his distance from me and things like that. So we're gonna go back to 2010. I was just getting started on Twitter. I just started dating ball players, started dating people that, you know, had names in the industry and things like that. So my following started to grow, and I stumbled upon one of Kid Ink's videos. You know, like I said, this was 2010, 2011. And I loved it. It was Keep It Rolling. It was a video, him and his girlfriend. And I loved this song. I loved the video. I just loved his style. And instantly, you know, he grabbed me as a fan. And I'm a Scorpio. So as a Scorpio, everybody who knows Scorpios, everybody that is a Scorpio know that we go hard or we go home. So like, if we really fuck with you, we fuck with you to the end, till death. You know, and if we don't fuck with you, we don't fuck with you till death as well. So with Kid Ink, everybody knew how much I supported him. I would do all types of like raffles and shit like that online with my followers. I would always like I remember one time he was promoting his album. He wanted more album sales, and I told all my followers, like, anybody who can go and purchases Kid Ink's new album and shows me proof of purchase, I'll follow them. And like, I got so many of my fans that purchased the album just for me. I was putting him on and rooting so hard for him on the East Coast in New York, that when I went to his concerts that were on the East Coast, fans were coming up to me like, oh, I know about Kid Ink because of you. So that's how you know the severity of how hard I was rooting for this man. And I'm not gonna lie, like in the beginning, like around 2010, 2011, when I first started following him, he had maybe like 50,000 followers. You know, he wasn't really known or whatever. And I think, you know, I was young. I was super young then. So I was still in my groupie phase. So I probably did send him some type of sexual message. I think I did tweet him like in the beginning and was like, oh, I want to suck your dick or something like that. But I didn't know he had a girlfriend or anything like that. And then when I did find out he had a girlfriend, all that just stopped. And it was like, I started to see him more like in a brother sense, because if it makes sense, like in the beginning, you see physical, you know what I mean? So he's attractive, everything like that. So yeah, I was hot, you know, whatever. But then as I actually started to listen to his music, connect with him as an artist, connect with him as a person, and see he wasn't that type, he's not your typical rapper, I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I respect him, and I respect his girlfriend, you know what I mean? And that will never happen again. And then from there, it was just strictly support. Like, you know what I mean? He had his first concert out here in New York. I was there, you know. That was an amazing experience. His chain was mad little when I saw him. That was the first alumni chain he had. You know what I mean? You could tell, you know, compared to the way he dresses now, he didn't have all the money that he has, you know, and I was there. It was a small crowd, you know what I mean? And I was supporting him. And I never forget, you know, his girlfriend was there. And she actually approached me before the concert began, and she was just like, hi, whatever. And first thing she did was grab my nails, and she was just like, and she wanted to see my nails, and I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And I showed her my nails, and she was like, oh, okay. And she was just like talking about Kid Ink, and she was like, yeah, he gets too wild on stage. I always tell him he needs to calm down. And I was just like, well, let him be wild. I like the wildness, you know what I mean? Let him be himself. He's Kid Ink, you know what I mean? Like, that's a part of his act. That's a part of who he is. And she's like, no, he needs to take it down a notch. I always tell me he needs to take it down a notch. And I was just like, okay. I'm thinking to myself, that's weird. Let your man be himself. But it is what it is. And she was like, you know, she was very nice to me. Asia or Asaya, I'm not sure how you say her name. Asaya, Asia. But she was very nice to me. And, you know, it was no beef or anything like that. And we had the meet and greet, and I met him, and he was super nice to me. He remembered that I had this shirt, a shirt of his. I had him sign or whatever, and then I had I was gonna post a picture, and you know, we talked about that, and he was just so nice and happy to see me. He knew who I was, because like I said, I was promoting him heavy, you know. But I think maybe what happened, you know, who knows? Anyway, let's keep going down the timeline. I went to a concert. I drove all the way to Connecticut once, and I was actually in a relationship at this time with someone. And, you know, we drove to Connecticut, me and my boyfriend. You know, we went to see him maybe about 2 hours away. I was supporting him at that concert as well. He performed with Chris Webby, which was cool. I got a chance to meet Chris Webby and take a picture with him. So that was like a really cool moment. The concert, the atmosphere was popping. Everything was really, really cool. That, and I got to meet him again, you know, that night. He was doing like a signing or whatever. And I didn't actually take a picture with him, but my boyfriend did. And I posted a picture, you know, with Kid Ink and my boyfriend. And, you know, he's just like, I was like, hey, we drove all the way from New York. And he was like, all the way. Like, he's always been cool. He's always been happy to see me. Like, I feel like the vibe in person is always better, as opposed to him being on social media or responding to a comment or things like that. Like, when he sees me in person, we always connect. He's always friendly. You know, I even took other pictures of him with fans and stuff like that at that event. That was a cool time. Then we also drove to Boston to see him. I drove to Boston to see him with my boyfriend. That was about a 4-hour drive. And I got a ticket that night. I never forget, for $150, because I parked in some zone that was only for people who lived in that plaza. And it was cool. It was an awesome concert. I was literally like face to face with him, because I was in the front. You know, and it was a great concert, you know, a small crowd, but people were there supporting him. It was fun, in a nightclub. And then there was also his XXL concert. I went to that or whatever when he made the XXL freshman. I went to that. He was there with French Montana. He was there with Iggy. That was a really cool concert. I went to his 420 concert that he had at Webster Hall. Actually was cool because he passed around a few blunts. So I got to actually smoke one of his blunts or whatever that he passed around, which were super thick and really fucking potent. But that was an awesome experience. And there was even a section in the concert where, you know, because he always knew me. Like, he even shouted me out at a concert before. Like, hey, Miss Hawaii, like, on stage in front of everybody. Like, so he knows who I am. He's followed me before on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, he knows clearly who I am, you know? So it's just like, you know. But anyway, yeah, at that concert or whatever, the 420 concert, he even moved over to where I was and came and was standing right in front of me and performed, like, literally right in front of me. So he but it's like, I wanted big things, because it was like, I'm putting on for you hard. And to be honest with you, I think that the main problem was his wife had an issue with me. I think that if I would have been a male fan of his, I would have smoked with Kid Ink probably so many times, been in the studio with him so many times. We probably would have been shopping, probably would have had each other's numbers. It would have been a completely different scenario. But I feel like the fact that I'm a woman, I'm a female, and I was hot in the streets, you know what I mean? I was dating a lot of ballers, I was fucking with rappers and shit like that. I don't think his wife wanted me to be around him or her, you know what I mean? Because of the image that I had. But I understand that, you know, as a wife. But I feel like as a wife, if this is the case, I feel like as a wife, you should be able to say, as a woman, you know, this is a girl who's been fucking with you for about 10 years now. You know what I mean? She's never sent you any naked pictures. She's not trying to come on to you. This girl is giving you her money. You know what I mean? This house we in, she paid for a percentage of this house. These shoes I'm wearing, she paid for a percentage of these shoes. These fake boobs I have, she paid a percentage for these. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is like, as a woman, you should have been able to put all that aside. No matter what the rumors were, what the reputation was, you know what it is, because you know the way I stepped to your husband and you know the way I stepped to you. So you knew that wasn't my concern. You knew that's not what I was after. She knows I like ball players. Kid Ink is very short. I love Kid Ink. I think he's gorgeous, but I wouldn't date Kid Ink. He's too short. I'm 5'8". You know what I mean? Like, so I think in his wife's mind, she put this thing in her head that I wanted her husband and wanted to just keep me from him, you know what I mean? And didn't want him talking to me and everything like that. And I knew that another clue that I had that it was her was because like maybe a couple years ago, I had went to her Instagram page and she had me blocked. And I was just like, I didn't do anything to her. I've never messaged her. I've never followed her. I've never said anything disrespectful to her. So it was just so strange that she took it upon herself to block me on Instagram. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like when I talked to my friends about it, they were just like, she's insecure. You know what I mean? It has to be that, because why else would somebody block someone that did absolutely nothing to them? You know what I mean? So it was just strange or whatever. But I think that she's the primary reason why. And, you know, Kid Ink, that's his wife. So she's number one. Of course, she should be. So he has to listen to her. If she say, you know, I don't want you talking to this fan. I don't want you talking to this fan. You know what I mean? He loves her. You know, she's been around a long time. He's loyal to her. So it's like, you have to respect your wife and do that. But I just feel like even him, like, I would have had to talk to my wife. Like, this is somebody who really supported us. And us, I'm not saying just me, us. You know what I mean? Like, she still supported to this day. I'm not getting no likes from buying your album. I'm not getting no reimbursement from buying tickets to your shows. I'm not getting shit from promoting you on Twitter. I'm not getting shit from promoting you in my YouTube videos. My YouTube videos in 2010, 2011, I had about over 300,000 views. So that means every single person that was clicking my video was listening to your music. They were getting exposure to Kid Ink because of me. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to sit here and be crazy and say, oh, I take credit for his whole career. No, that's sick. I'm not saying that I take credit for his whole career, but I'm saying I put him on the East Coast. Niggas did not know who he was. And I had fans coming up to me at his concerts telling me that. So that says something. So that to me, that's like an ultimate fan. That's not even a fan. That's a supporter. This is somebody you fuck with. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why was it so hard to just reach out and say thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being there. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for always believing in me. You know what I mean? Thank you for being a day one fan. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Kid Ink has a lot of bandwagon fans. Where a lot of people, you know, just started coming up on him because of the song with Chris Brown or whatever, the features and shit like that. But he's been around for a minute. You know what I mean? And it's like, you should be able to show love to your day one fans, whether they're females, whether they're males, whether they're gay, whoever they are. You know what I mean? You have to always show love. And it's like, that just hurt me because it's like, I feel like I just deserved a little bit more as a fan. You know what I mean? Like, because Kid Ink's music teaches us, like this song right here, he teaches you to never give a fuck. He teaches you to love yourself. He teaches you in his music, you know, to always be yourself no matter what. Don't ever care about what nobody else is saying. Don't care about what people have to say about you. Just be yourself. And I feel like 2010, 2011, 2012, when all that shit was going down with, you know, Kyrie, whoever, drama, that was, you know, his music inspired me and helped me to want to be myself and to stay strong. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he knows, like, I think that I'm connected to him in a way because not on a sexual level, nothing like that, but just how his music has healed me and helped me throughout my life. It goes deeper than just being a fan. It goes deeper than that, to the point that you feel connected with this artist, to the point that you are investing in them because you care about them that much. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of artists don't really give credit to their fans and their supporters because you wouldn't be anything without those people. Nothing. You would still be in your basement recording songs. So it's like, it doesn't really take much to be a good person and to give people props and to say thank you and to show appreciation and say, you know what? Thanks for fucking with me. Thanks for fucking with me. Thanks for being there. Thanks for coming to the concert. Come to the studio. Come smoke a blunt with me. You know, anything like that. Just showing love. That don't mean that you want to fuck. That don't mean that you want to cheat on your wife or you want to disrespect your wife. Your wife could be right there. My man could be right there. I was coming to your concerts with my man. And one time when we went, I think we were in Connecticut or whatever, Kid Ink's bodyguard, Chuck, had reached out to me. And he was just like, he wanted to chill and stuff like that. But it was awkward. And it was like, I had my man. And I was mad excited though, because I'm like, okay, this is Kid Ink's bodyguard. So Kid Ink has to be only a couple feet away. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was ready. You know what I mean? Come, Kaylee. I was ready. You know, I wanted to meet him and everything like that. But it was just really, really hurtful to me, because it's like, especially like now, like when I think about it, like even with my mom, when I talk to my mom about it, my mom is just like, I don't like him. I don't like what he did. I don't like, you know, I don't like how he treated you. I feel like he could have showed you more recognition. You know what I mean? He could have shown you more love for everything that you did, how you was promoting him, how you put him on the East Coast, you know. And it's just like, I really feel like it's because of his wife, Asia, or Asai, or whatever her name is. I really feel like, you know, that was the primary reason. You know what I mean? And if he wasn't in a relationship or whatever, him and I would have been way cooler, you know, because like I said, when I saw him in person, he always showed mad love. He always shows mad love. He always seems like it's always something that he wants to say to me, but he just can't. You know what I mean? And it's like, I understand. I respect your relationship, and I respect your marriage, and I respect your kids and all that. But you have to be able to see, it's been 10 years. This is deeper than this girl just wanting to fuck me or suck my dick or whatever. Or just wanting to, you know, get clout. Whatever it is, whatever you and your wife built up in your head to think that I had against you guys, it's not true. Literally, I'm just a supporter. And Kid Ink's music has helped me. I can listen to his music every day. I listen to his songs every day. I never get tired of it. You know what I mean? And people have to understand, like, the way you treat people in this world, you get that energy back. Like, this is a universe. Like, everything you put out, you get back. So Kid Ink, for instance, him with his career, it's gone down. You know what I mean? It's gone down. And this is no shade to him. I love him. I love Asia, his wife, Aishai, whatever. I love his family. I love him. Everything that he loves, I love, because I love him. You know what I mean? So that's automatic. So this ain't no shade. But his career did take a decline. You know what I mean? He was at his prime at one point. You know, especially when he had Show Me Out, Main Chick, all the Chris Brown shit. That shit helped him surge to the top. But now you falling back down. Like, even when I said, yeah, I was making this video, I had a lot of people hit me up like, why are you making a video about him? Nobody don't care about him. That pissed me off, because I'm a big fan of him. I care about him. You know what I mean? But that just shows you that you're not as hot as you used to be. You're falling off a little bit. You know you are. You've made songs about it. You say things about it. You coming back and stuff. And that's okay. But it's like, maybe if you would have been a little bit nicer, a little bit more humble, your career would have been a little bit more, you would have had a little bit more longevity in your career, a little bit more success. You know what I mean? Like, you can't treat people like that who support you, who's coming out, going to concerts, standing out in lines, coming to see you. You know what I mean? Supporting you on Twitter, putting people on to you. When I'm going out, I'm wearing your t-shirts, I'm blasting your music in the car. People ask me, what song is that? All that shit like that is promo, and people don't have to do that for you. Nobody don't have to do that. I'm not getting no check to promote Kid Ink. You know what I mean? So that right there shows you it's all love. So that's why my whole thing was like, yo, you should be able, like, regardless of marriage, whatever, like, you and your wife, y'all are both in y'all 30s or whatever, y'all grown, y'all should be able to say, yo, this girl fuck with you. You know what I mean? She's one of the ultimate fans. She one of the day one fans. Send her a shirt. Do this, blah, blah, whatever. Like, he used to, like, Kid Ink follow me and stuff on Twitter and things like that, you know, but he would follow me for, like, short periods of time. And I think that also had to do with his wife. But I'm not going to lie. Back in the day when I was on Twitter, I was tweeting some reckless shit, though. I was tweeting all types of crazy sexual shit and naked pictures. So I can understand that. And I don't hold him for that. You know, but I'm not talking about, I don't even need no follow. I don't need no like from you. I don't need no shout out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just pure love and just a thank you. Like, you always supported me this whole time. Thank you, Miss Hawaii. Thank you, Jessica. I'm even friends with this nigga on his personal Facebook page. Like, you shouted me out in a concert in front of all these people. You know what I mean? You know who I am. It's just show love. If your wife is insecure because of the way that I look compared to the way she looked, that's something that y'all have to solve between each other. And she has to think about and mature and become a woman and figure out what it is that she feels that she lacks. You know what I mean? Because that's something within her. That's not something within me. You know what I mean? But somebody here, all I know is if somebody's showing you that type of love, that hardcore type of love, constantly being there for you and that type of promotion and support, you have to give it back. That's just automatic. You know what I mean? But again, it's all love to Kid Ink and his family. You know what I mean? Much love to Bat Gang. Shout out to Hardhead. Shout out to DJ Tech. All of them. You know what I mean? I remember seeing all the niggas. They was all nice to me. You know what I mean? I love all y'all, and I wouldn't trade any of my memories for nothing. All the concerts, all the videos I have, all the drives, the money, the ticket. It was all worth it because I love Kid Ink, and his music helped me. You know, so I just wanted to make this video and just let you guys know, you know, what happened basically with Kid Ink and how I feel right now. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, the Miss Hawaii. More videos coming. I love you guys so much. Email Miss Hawaii advice for any topics you want to suggest. And I'll see you guys soon. Love you all. See you very, very soon.
I'm going hard in my room left, and you ain't never seen nobody getting through this. You got faith, tat it up, tat it up, tat it up. First off, yeah, I'm tatted up, and my bitch too. You just got a bunch of different names like a bitch do. You the type of nigga in the book trying to pick through. I be getting blasted, motherfucking quick. Move, no pen, but you